Constipation, yay! I have found a secret weapon and I have tried it for years and it definitely works. Hi, everybody, it's Cliff, and this is Life with Multiple Sclerosis, or Life with MS, as I like to call it. Well, it is coming up on the hottest time of the year, summer here in North Carolina. And even though today it's not too hot, so I'm feeling pretty good, it's going to start getting hot. And I've learned over the last 8 years, after living in Texas and living here, there are certain ways to deal with the fatigue. There's no way to get rid of it for me entirely, but there are a few ways of dealing with it. And short of having access to a cold saltwater pool, which really, really helps, even after I've gotten too hot, the symptoms like the optic neuritis, where I can't see out of my right eye, the muscle spasms, especially in my shoulder blades, and the one symptom that just drives me absolutely nuts because it can just ruin my whole day, I'm going to share with you now. All right, so what is that symptom? It is constipation, yay! Now there's urinary incontinence and then there's the constipation. The urinary incontinence, well, that one's pretty annoying because it's sudden and rapid, but the constipation can be something that just makes me feel like I am carrying around a bowling ball in my gut all day long and there's nothing I can do about it. But I have found a secret weapon and I have tried it for years and it definitely works. I'm going to share that with you now. What is it? It could be a plethora of pills and laxatives and all that stuff that have nasty side effects. I've tried all that. I just don't like the way they make me feel. However, there's this one thing that's inexpensive, readily available, and will make a world of difference, at least for me, and I have other people that swear by it. What is it? Let me pull it out here. Okay, hold on. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? It's this guy. You've heard me talk about it before, and it is here. And I don't know why this isn't a recommended solution. Now, it is kind of high in sugar, so if there are sugar issues, and there's a fruit fly buzzing around in here now, if there are sugar issues with your MS, I don't recommend this. Of course, I'm not a neurologist. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a bald dude on YouTube that likes to share his MS secrets. And this is definitely one of them. This pineapple contains an element in it that is an anti-inflammatory. And I didn't study this and figure it out. I just started buying pineapple because I liked the taste of it during the summer. And lo and behold, I realized pretty quickly that this would clear up my constipation within just an hour or two, and also bring down the rest of my inflammation quite a bit. Now, there are many different types of pineapples out there on the market. I have tried a lot of them. This one in particular, and this is not a paid promotion, this is just the one I like, is Del Monte Gold right there. It's got a nice, really sweet flavor to it. And I've tried the ones from Costco. I've tried the ones from Sam's Club. Picking one there that's going to actually be good and not completely destroyed on the inside seems to be hit or miss. This one comes from our local grocery here called Food Lion, and this one is almost good. And what I've learned after buying hundreds, if probably not thousands of these over the last probably 10 years, there is a certain way to choose a pineapple. Otherwise, you're going to get one that's not ripe, or you're going to get one that's way too ripe. And I'm going to share that secret with you now, at least for this specific type of pineapple. I bought this one yesterday, and I bought it with the intent of eating it today. And these things spoil pretty quickly once they're taken out of their environment. And what you can see here is I pick one with just a little bit of brown around the bottom there. Not a lot, just a little bit, and nice green stripes. And that means this is good for about a day or two before it starts turning and just gets too nasty to actually eat. Now, I think a lot of people don't actually buy these and eat these because they're kind of difficult to cut up and eat. But I have a secret I'm going to share with you now. Let's head over to the kitchen. I'm going to show you how I do this, and it speeds things up. And you can also use the juices from the pineapple to marinate things like chicken for like a chicken teriyaki, and it comes out absolutely delicious. Now, this is not a cooking show. This is just about MS, but there are a few things I am totally excited about when it comes to dealing with our symptoms in a natural way, and this is definitely one of them. I love this little guy. This pineapple is like a piece of magic in a nice little. Oh, it's just wonderful. Okay, let's go to the kitchen. I'm going to show you how to cut this thing up super fast, and you won't have to make a huge mess, and you'll have nice leftovers. Most importantly, if it works for you like it works for me, it's going to knock down the inflammation and help get things moving in the gut pretty quickly. And that might just be me, but I have people that swear by it. I have a friend that has lupus. She has the same issue. And when I mentioned what I eat to help out with constipation, She said, "Oh my God, I love pineapple. Pineapple's fantastic." And then she started going off on the organic elements within the pineapple, which we'll cover after I show you how to process it so I don't bore you to death. There are things in here that are really good for inflammation. Come with me. We're going to the kitchen. Okay, welcome back. We're here in the kitchen, and what we have here is our pineapple core. This is really the secret to it. And of course, we have a serrated knife. This works best for cutting things. And our prep plate right here. I'm going to set the camera down here because I'm running out of hands, and I'm going to show you how we do this. All right. Move the prep plate out of the way. Come over here, and by the way, this is called a pineapple core. I think you can get it on Amazon or somewhere. I don't know. Pretty easy to find. Not super expensive, but this is the magic in the trick. Put that over there. First, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the crown off. I call it the crown. I don't know what it's actually officially called. And actually, I have planted these before, and they've started regrowing, which is really cute. And what you have here is, this is how you know you have a good pineapple, is there's good consistent color with a nice core in there. And watch this. What we're going to do now, and I'm actually going to cut the bottom off to make this just a little bit easier. And you can tell you only have about a day left on this before it starts turning brown. This is the perfect time to eat this thing. This might be just a little too ripe, but it's still very good. In the areas you get just a little bit more brown, you get a little bit more sweet, but they go past that point and they start fermenting and they taste a little alcohol-y, actually, to be truthful. All right, now we're going to take this guy. We're going to take our core, which has a hollow center, and we're going to place it right over the core. Oh, you guys are going to love this. This is so cool. And then what I'm going to do is just start coring it out. Yeah, I almost hit bottom there. Getting close. All right, watch this. Watch the magic, folks. Look at that. And then we have a nice hollow cuppy thingy, which we could use for other stuff. Go here. Like so. Think. The last piece is the hard piece. And then when you're done with this tool, you pop this end off. And you can just take the core right out. You don't want to eat that. And then we do a taste test. Oh, so good. Well, remember what I said about making the marinade? You can get some chicken and some teriyaki, stick it in a bag. And you take this guy, look at that. And you just fill that bag up with this pineapple juice and you marinate that chicken. That's so delicious. And actually, the acid in the pineapple juice breaks down the meat so it becomes really tender. And isn't that cool? I just love that. So there you go. I hope this tip really helps. What do you use to help with your inflammation that's natural? Comment below because, oh man, this constipation and all that stuff during the summer is just absolutely brutal. We need to share all of our secrets to help the people out, especially if you're newly diagnosed. A lot of the drugs that are out there to help with this stuff have so many side effects. If we can find a natural way to navigate it, I find I'm usually way better off, but not everything works. If you found this interesting, please like, share, and subscribe. We need to get this information out there. I don't want to get buried in the middle of YouTube or down in the pits of YouTube, because I think we all have a lot to share with the MS community. And I love reading your comments. Keep them coming. You guys are awesome. Rock and roll. Okay, so let's get some professional information on this. And I'm on the mountsinai.org website here. We're going to click over to it. And what you can see is we have an article about multiple sclerosis, signs and symptoms. And if we go down, it goes all over the disease, blah, 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 and it comes down to herbs. And it says herbs cannot cure multiple sclerosis or its complications. However, some herbs may help with certain symptoms and can be used in addition with conventional therapy. Herbs can have side effects and can interact with other herbs, supplements, or other medications. For these reasons, you should take herbs with care and under the supervision of a healthcare provider. Although, with the exception of cannabis, clinical studies do not support herb use for MS treatment. Some herbs used by people with MS include, of course, we have the usual suspects: green tea, um, milk thistle. I've never even heard of that one. But down here it says bromelain. And bromelain is sometimes used for pain and inflammation. Bromelain is a mixture of protein digesting enzymes. This is why the pineapple juice makes the chicken so tender. Enzymes that are found in the pineapple stem. In laboratory studies, bromelain had an anti-inflammatory effect. Bromelain may increase blood thinning effects of certain medications such as warfarin and aspirin, and can interfere with certain medications, including some antibiotics. So there you go. But I know for me, it just works. And I know for other people that I've spoke with that have MS and things like lupus, as I mentioned before, they have had really great results as well. Now, obviously, you may want to consult your healthcare provider if you're thinking about something like this, because, well, it could interact with any number of things you're taking or might be taking in the future. I don't know. I just know it's my experience that it works really well. Again, I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm not any type of nutritional specialist. I'm just a bald dude on YouTube with MS sharing his experiences that have added a little light to his day.
I'm Cliff. This is Life with MS, and I'm out.